You know a game that's been running for far longer than both of those, yet still somehow manages to innovate?
I'm interested to hear this.
Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I get there's the difference between, like, Call of Duty and GTA and Pokemon.
All right. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to Panel to Player. This is the podcast where gaming, comics, and entertainment all in one. You're new here. My name is Q, and I'm joined, as always, by my co-host,
Jay, a.k.a. Jay the Man. New name. Let's go.
I like it, Jay the Man. And we are a father and son that just love to talk about games, comics, and entertainment. We got a lot of news that came out this week. We got a certain leak that we definitely will be talking about for sure. We got Lanterns, which debuted, and the numbers were huge. We got that to talk about. We got Kratos actually being cast this week. And something very interesting that happened with Sebastian Stan. We'll get into all of that. So, in the meantime, in between time, son, are you ready?
I was born ready, bruh.
He was born ready, bruh. All right. First up, Dave Bautista. He's officially been cast as Kratos. And so we talked about that a couple weeks ago on an episode, son. We talked about him when the rumor came out that he was potentially going to be cast. When Ryan Hurst got hurt, no pun intended. I know it's not the same Hurst and Hurt, but we talked about that, and I think we both were in agreement that we liked that casting, right?
Yeah, we were. Cause
Yeah.
It makes sense. It just kind of makes sense. Like, he's not as bulky as he used to be, but he's still pretty bulky now, and I think he can gain back that bulk rather easily.
Oh, he absolutely can. There's no doubt about that. No doubt. He can gain that back like quick. I mean, actors, they do it all the time. They'll drop 40 pounds. They'll gain 40 pounds or something like that. It just all depends on the role. So that is not an issue for him, I feel like, just to gain the weight back, or even if he needs to drop some weight, if they have a certain way they want Kratos to look as far as him moving and things like that. But yeah, we like the casting. I mean, I like the casting. I have no issues with it. I'm interested to see if this changes anything for him as far as like how far they were in the story, or because I feel like, man, they haven't said it, but there has to be a delay, right? I mean, it has to get delayed from when it initially wanted to come out, right?
I imagine so. Like, maybe not the biggest of delays. I hope not the biggest of delays, but I imagine it is getting delayed more than likely.
Yeah, it has to. I cannot see a world where that keeps the same release date that they initially wanted when Ryan Hurst was filming before he got hurt. I mean, it'd be cool if it did, but I mean, they haven't said anything, but we're just bracing for that because I don't see it. I don't know what the release date was, but I'm pretty sure it was 2027. Maybe I'm assuming summer or something like that. But at any rate, thumbs up for the casting. No issues with it at all. Bautista, do your thing. All right, son. We're going to move on to Sebastian Stan. So he did an interview. Goodness, it's escaping my head where he did the interview at, but I know it wasn't in English, but he seemingly confirmed that he was playing Harvey Dent, only to have that not be true. And so whoever he did the interview with, basically, I guess they misunderstood what he was saying. They removed that line, and now the rumor is that he's playing Victor Sad.
With that, it's kind of confusing. Because then, who is Harvey Dent?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, son, because the rumor still is that Brian Tyree Henry is playing Harvey Dent. Now, I like him. He's an outstanding actor. He was in Godzilla and Kong. He's been in those, the Godzilla and the Kong. He's been in a couple things. And I like him as an actor. I mean, I wouldn't mind. It'd be different, of course, if they make Harvey Dent African American. That'd be different. And I can hear people having an issue with it already.
Of course.
But I mean, I wouldn't mind that. It'd be different. Now, and also I can see Sebastian Stan playing Victor Zsasz. I mean, I'm looking at a picture right now. I know it was kind of like somebody back in July, they spotted him. He was clean shaven and bald, which we know that's what Zsasz is. And Zsasz is just if you don't know, he has issues. He is a psychopath. He's a psychopathic serial killer. He makes marks onto himself for each victim. Anybody he kills, he makes marks on himself.
And keeps account of them.
Now, for them to go that route, that is real interesting. And I know they're probably not gonna be all bloody and things like that. But for me, I would have loved to see somebody else, but I don't have an issue with it. It's just personal preference for me. I would have wanted someone a little bit more, I don't know, I guess I want to say known. But as far as Harvey Dent going as well, yeah, I'm good with Brian Tyree Henry playing him. Yeah, I have no issue with that. Now, let's be honest. Sebastian Stan does have the Harvey Dent look.
He does.
He has the Harvey Dent look. So that, I think that's why a lot of people thought it was going to be him playing Harvey Dent. If it turns out he's not. I mean, there's been nothing official. We don't even know who Scarlett Johansson is playing in there. I mean, there's been rumors, but who knows? And I kind of like it. It keeps you guessing. All right. So let's move on from that, son. And I know this is something that we talked about before we started recording, but Golden Axe, they're getting an animated show. Now, for those of you Gen Zs, aka Jay, and the rest of y'all, the rest of you Gen Zs out there, Golden Axe was a very, very popular video game when I was growing up in the 90s. It was on Sega Genesis. And matter of fact, that He-Man beat 'em up that comes out, it borrows some of that element. Like you see like the dragon come down, blowing fire and things like that. But Golden Axe was super popular in the 90s. And I'm surprised that they're getting an animated show. Now, let's not get it twisted. It's not going to be a kiddie animated show. It's going to be in the vein of like Invincible, things like that. It's going to be pretty mature. So those of you that want to watch it, it's going to be adult centric. It's not going to be really for kids. But with that, I don't know. As much as I like Golden Axe growing up, son, I don't know if I'm going to check that out. It doesn't really, I saw the trailer and I was like, yeah, it looks okay, but I don't know if I'm going to check it out. I may check out an episode just to kind of see what it's about. But what are your thoughts on it? I know you don't know much about Golden Axe, but I don't know. Did you see the trailer?
No, I didn't. But
Okay.
like, as you said, I don't really know much about Golden Axe, so I ain't going to speak too much on it.
Yeah.
But I will say there is starting to become like a large increase in like adult animation media.
There is.
Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing though. Like, I think too many people view animation as too kiddie. They kind of need shows like this to show that like adults can still like animated shows.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That matter of fact, that He-Man, the Revelation and things like that came out on Netflix, that had like, it had like a little blood and stuff like that. And I think you would definitely have to watch it before you let kids watch it. It wasn't anything outrageous or anything like that, but I mean, it had like killing and stuff like that in it. But yeah, I especially like shows like that came out when I was a kid and younger and things like that. Those kind of shows are kind of coming back. I mean, I'm just waiting on the day that Thundercats come back. I mean, that's not pretty much, but that's one of the few ones that are missing that hadn't had like the modern treatment. I know one came out in like 2011 or something like that, but he only got one season. So yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. There are showing that, yeah, adults can still watch this, and they're trying to gear it toward adults. So we'll see about that. Now, Marvel Studios. Let's say this first. They're going to have a panel at the New York Comic Con that's coming up. I think it's in October. So they're going to have a panel. They're going to have Marvel television and animation there. So that'll be exciting to just kind of see, because they are saying that they're working on more. They're adding more shows, more television shows. But the thing is, a lot of people have wondered this, because I think we talked about that a couple of weeks ago, that they said they were scaling back. Now all of a sudden they're going to be adding more, and you canceled one of the highest rated shows that you guys have produced.
The second highest rated, like
yes.
Right after Loki.
Yes. Now look at that. So after one season, after you renewed it and said, hey, season 2 coming, then you come back and say, well, no, actually, no, we're going to cancel it.
I think I also won some awards.
Yeah. Yahya Abdul-Mateen. He was up for an Emmy for that. I mean, let's be honest. The optics of it, it's not a good look when you cancel that and say, yeah, we're going to add more shows, but you cancel Wonder Man like right after the announcement that it was picked up for a second season. They announced that in March, and then in July the shoe dropped and they said no. I mean, he had just got nominated for that Emmy, and what that tells me is that he did a good job. Like I said, I hadn't watched it. That's on my backlog, son. But I mean, he got nominated for an Emmy. He said that they told him it was the viewership. He said, I wasn't told what those numbers were, but ultimately, for whatever reason it was, I think they decided that it didn't make sense for business, and that's the decision that we live with, and we keep on marching forward.
But that's silly, though.
Well,
I get that you want more viewers to draw in, but if it's getting good ratings and everybody's loving it, then word of mouth will spread around.
Yeah.
And season 2 will probably have like double or triple the viewers season 1 would.
Exactly my point. Sometimes you have to give these shows a chance, especially when the critics love it and it's getting good ratings. It was the second highest rated show. I mean, they should have given them that second season. They really should have. And I saw this article this was in the LA Times, I believe. And they were talking about Marvel's abrupt reversal on Wonder Man invited scrutiny from fans who also noted how Blade had been stuck in development for years. It says the film, which had been announced in 2019, was set to star Mahershala Ali as Blade. And he came out in a recent interview, and we talked about that with them canceling Blade. And I agree with him. He said if they wanted to do it, they would have done it. And he's moved on. I mean, he's right. If they wanted to do that, there was no reason for that. For them to say, oh, yeah, we're going to be adding more shows. I mean, come on, man. That's a slap in the face. That is a slap in the face. And I don't know what other shows they could add. I mean, what other shows can they add? I don't know. Secret Invasion.
That was terrible.
Yeah. You do have Vision Quest coming. I wouldn't mind seeing Falcon and Winter Soldier get another season. Will that happen? I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing Moon Knight get another season. Wonder Man deserved to have another season. So that's my 2 cents on it. I just think that's kind of trifling that they're coming out and saying we're going to be adding more shows. But hey, and speaking of shows that's getting a second season, this is not official, but I am pretty sure. I am like, I want to say I'm about 90% sure that this will get a second season. Lanterns. Oh, man.
The season 2 writers room already done opened up, so.
I'm trying to tell you. Season 2. And the reason why we say that, Lanterns debuted last week. 9.3 million views. The most watched DC show on HBO Max.
It's the second most watched superhero show of all time. Just barely beaten out by Loki.
Wow. See, I didn't know that. You did your research, sir. 5 stars to you. Barely beat out by Loki. Barely. The ratings were high. The views are there. I'm pretty sure this is getting a season 2.
Yeah, the writer's room done opened.
Yeah, it's open. Now, full disclosure, I haven't seen the first episode yet because I wanted it to build up to about 2 or 3. But son, you saw it. What did you think of it?
It was good.
Yeah.
It's like a sort of grounded lantern show, which is not something you really think about, but it kind of works.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what I heard. A lot of people were saying that it's kind of grounded, but it works for the way they did it.
I feel like the first episode is going to be grounded, but the later they go on, the more they go on, the less grounded it'll become.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? I'm looking forward to where they go from here. Like, you know, what, as far as like the views and everything, can they build on that? Will it hover around the same? I think the views on it are going to still be pretty good. Like we talked about, was that last week or last episode or the episode before that? One of them where we were saying like the critics, they saw 7 episodes and it came out, like I said, like 90%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I know a lot of times critics is kind of, you take it with a grain of salt because when critics see it and then when we see it as just regular fans, it's different. But something tells me that's not the case this time because 9.3 million views, that's nothing to slouch at.
83% on the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes.
83%, yes. Yes. If y'all are new here, I am a DC fan. Jay's a DC fan. We still love Marvel, don't get that wrong, but I gravitate more toward DC. I just do. But it brings me so much joy to see that because people thought DC was about to die with Supergirl. After one movie, Superman hit, Supergirl did not. Lanterns is hitting, and I have a feeling Clayface is going to hit. Now, Clayface might not do numbers, big numbers, but I think, and I know you talked about it too, I think that movie is going to be pretty good. I really do.
As I've been saying, I'm more excited for that thing not in game, Doomsday.
Woohoo.
As weird as that is to say.
Woohoo. Yeah. No, it's not weird at all. I'm excited about it because I want to see. I want to see it. I want to see how they do Doom. Are we gonna, Yeah. I want to see that. Yes, I want to see how they do that. That's for sure. I definitely want to see that. But back to Lanterns, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. It's getting me more hype for Superman Man of Tomorrow next year because, as we know, Jon Stewart is going to be in that. And Jon Stewart, I think in this DCU, Jon Stewart's going to be the Lantern. So cannot wait. Man, we coming. Just be patient. We're coming. And James, we trust, I guess.
We ain't got much of a choice.
No. Things take time. But at any rate, while we're on DC, son, the Jimmy Olsen show is actually going to be called The People versus Gorilla Grodd. And there's a premise of it. Talk about that premise, what this show's about, son.
So pretty much it's kind of weird, but it's gonna be fun, I think. So it's like Gorilla Grodd is charged for the murder of his father, who was the ex-king of the Gorilla City.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But a few years later, after that trial, Jimmy Olsen and people at the Daily Planet go ahead and reopen that trial and start investigating, digging deep in. It's gonna be like a mockumentary. Like,
yeah, I saw that.
It's gonna be in like the style of like these true crime shows.
Yeah,
it's gonna be in that style, but within the DC universe.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's kind of what I like more about the DCU shows right now.
Yeah,
as compared to Marvel shows, because with Marvel shows, they're all kind of the same. They follow this character in this set genre, being just an action series. They don't bother to change anything.
Yeah.
Like, they don't try to experiment. They just stick with the status quo. With James Gunn, he's taking risks with, like, exploring different genres of superhero movies. Mm-hmm. Because, as we're seeing with Clayface, superhero shows, superhero movies don't need to just stick to action genre. Like, they can be so much more. They can be horror. They can be, like, fantastical. They can be romance, comedy. Any type of genre you need, there's probably a superhero for that. And I like that James Gunn is experimenting with this. People are complaining like, oh, we're getting this before Batman and Wonder Woman. They're coming. Like, okay,
they are.
They're guaranteed characters. Like, let's be so for real.
Yeah.
Like, we know Batman and Wonder Woman are gonna come. But I feel like stuff like this doesn't hurt in the long run.
Yeah.
Like, this is just an experiment.
It is.
It doesn't hurt to experiment with, like, a new format for a fun new TV show. If you don't like it, then it's just not the TV show for you. Go watch Lanterns. I guarantee that'll be more your pace.
Right. And I think that's what I like about it. It's like a mockumentary, so it's not considered to be a serious-ish show. But it's also going to have people that were in Superman. It's going to have Cat Grant, Perry White, who is Michaela Hoover and Wendell Pierce. It's going to have Beck Bennett, who plays Steve Lombard. So it's going to have like people that were also in Superman as well. So,
and there is nothing wrong with seeing more of the Daily Planet.
Yeah. You know what? That would be like a good show, just a show centered around the Daily Planet.
And also, one more thing. The Flash will appear here. I'm manifesting that.
You're not giving up on that, right? All right. I love the direction. That's all I'm saying. I love the direction that we're going with DC. So, all right. And let's move on to our final topic of our Multiverse Minute. And now, we were talking about early Golden Axe, and we were talking about the animated shows that, you know, things that we grew up with back in when I was a kid. But Masters of the Universe. Now, listen to this, son. Listen to this. Masters of the Universe. It only made like $130 million worldwide.
Unfortunately.
Right. And we loved it. I think you enjoyed it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we loved the movie, but it didn't do well in theaters. However, it's doing outstanding on streaming. I mean, it was the number one streamed show, I believe, in July.
Movie.
Movie. Yeah, movie. Sorry. Movie. It said Masters of the Universe movie is a streaming sensation after a week theatrical showing. It says, wow. It debuted on July 22nd on Prime Video.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
It scored number one overall ranking in Nielsen streaming ratings for July 20th through the 26th. 1.17 billion minutes.
Yeesh.
1.17 billion minutes. I don't know how that breaks down to. I don't feel like doing that math.
Hold on. Let me just Google this.
But that's a lot. That is a lot. It said it grossed 114 million worldwide on a budget of 170 million. That's not good, right? That's not good. But then Amazon MGM, their chief distribution chief, Kevin Wilson, he said at the time that Travis and the cast, they delivered something truly special. And I believe that it was I liked the movie. I think a lot of people.
Yeah, because after it came out on streaming, I was just scrolling on Twitter and I'm seeing like love for this movie. Like specifically that ending scene when He-Man was beating up Skeletor and was like doing those fancy camera shots. Yeah, people were loving that moment.
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny. And I tell you, if you guys get a chance, check the movie out. The movie it's really good. It's really good. But that's another thing I want to talk about, because it's like, can that lead to a sequel? Now, that remains to be seen. It just all depends. I think if it is a sequel, it'll probably be direct to Prime, and the budget will be considerably less than what they gave the first one. I wouldn't mind seeing a sequel, because I want to see where they go with, and spoilers right now, but I want to see where they go with She-Ra, because we saw at the end of the movie that they showed She-Ra. You didn't get a full look at her, but it was like just kind of like behind her, and you get the sword and everything. I want to see where they go with that. I really wish the movie did better, because it was a good movie. It was a good movie.
This kind of goes back to what I said about Wonder Man.
Yeah.
You see how many people loved this movie after it came to streaming. Like with the love this movie's getting post streaming, who's to say these guys won't go to the theater and see the sequel for it?
Yeah. There's nothing to say that. But people want results, and they want them quick. I mean, it got a 67 on Rotten Tomatoes. That's still more than half. That's decent. It's not going to blow you away and be like, oh my God, that's outstanding. No, it got a 67, but I've seen worse. Movies do better numbers, bring in better numbers than that, and the movie was trash. So I'm happy for it. I hope this leads to at least a discussion about a sequel. And I'm also interested to see the next set of numbers when it comes out. How does it do?
Like, how do they compare?
Right. That's what I want to see. The next set of numbers. How do they compare to this first set of numbers? Because that's a lot. 1.17 billion minutes. Like I said, I don't feel like doing that
is
math.
A lot of hours.
All right. Let's close out the multiverse minutes. On anything you got to add to this?
No.
All right. Well, we will move on to our main segment. And this is our main panel to player segment. And this is our video game segment. We talk about nothing but video games on here. First up, Phantom Blade Zero. they had their state of play. I think they want to walk that back with not having comments on, because people flooded those comments. It was so much no diss, no buy.
Well, Phantom Blade Zero is already confirmed to have a disc, so.
Well, see, I think the thing was they were saying that their pre-orders are going to be digital only with no disc-based version. Now, a lot of that was speculation because people were thinking, because it comes out, I think, October 29th, and they were thinking that it wasn't going to be a physical version at all.
I don't see them doing that.
You would hope that they don't, but I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't put it past them at all. Just looking at some of these comments, no diss, no buy, no diss, no buy, no diss, not buying, no diss, no buy. If buying or owning, then piracy isn't stealing. That's what somebody wrote. I mean, and all these comments right here just on X, Twitter, whichever one you want to call it. It was kind of funny that they decided to leave those comments on, because people, they let them know how they feel. And of course, we've talked about that so many times, son. So many times on here about the whole disc and physical thing. I think that I saw something. It said Germans, they still buy 58% of their games on physical disc. In France, 55%. Even Japan, 51%. And that's when it came to Resident Evil Requiem. And it was a report like the UK, it said 40 to 45% of gamers still want this.
I mean, that just goes to show.
Yeah, it's
like, I don't think it's an issue with Phantom Blade Zero. I'm like 95% sure that's going to have a physical disc.
It has to, right?
But I think that just goes to show, like, universally.
Yeah. I mean, let's be real. Sony, they not changing their minds. And that's what this article is saying. And this article is on Kotaku. And they just did a little article on that, and they pulled these numbers. I mean, I think I talked about that like last week or something. What if we start closing the gap? If the gap closes worldwide, that'll give them something to think about, whether they say it or not. I guarantee you internally, they'll probably have those conversations that, okay, what if people still care about physical? Because it's just about, to me, it's just about the option for physical.
At the end of the day, that is what it's all about, just the option.
Yeah, it's just the option. We're not saying take away digital. It's the option. Give us that option. We shouldn't be forced into this. And that's going to lead into this. This is the main topic that we want to talk about right here. As far as next gen, are they willing to lose? Right? And I say that because there was an analyst. He says that if next gen consoles, if next gen systems, if they are $1,000, 5-year sales could drop 40% and they could lose billions. So is that something that they want to do? Do they want to lose billions of dollars? Because it says 38% of people will skip next gen consoles if they cost $1,000. I'm raising my hand right now because I'll be one of those. It says, according to analysts conducted by Ampere via VGC, if PS6 and Xbox Project Helix were to cost $1,000 each, their respective sales totals could be as much as 38% lower after 5 years on the market than the PS5 and Series XS have managed that so far. And that will mean 65 million PS6s, a lower total than any other home PlayStation console in history, and just 24 million new Xboxes sold. So they will be losing money. And it goes without saying, if a console costs more than its predecessor, which means that the PS6 basically costs about $400 or $500 more than a PS5, then yeah, it's gonna sell less, especially now. And for me, it's a non-issue because, as I say, right now it has two strikes against it for me. It's gonna be over $1,000, or at least $1,000. Let me rephrase that. $999, and it's gonna be digital only. No, not for me. Not for me. I may be in the minority. I know people are like, oh, you might change your mind later on when the next Spider-Man drop. Maybe. But I will probably try to
be on PS5 more than likely.
Who knows? Who knows, man? And it said that they suggested 3 potential avenues for console creators. The first is to keep delaying the launch of its next consoles and instead continue to offer incrementally improved versions of the current models, like the PS5 Pro. I guess it's saying basically like how Apple does iPhones, basically. It says new models are released at a steady price, but they typically only have slight improvements and a few new features compared to the previous model. Yeah, right. I mean, is there a difference between the iPhone 16 and the 15? iPhone 15, 14? iPhone 17, 16?
The big ones.
Yeah. It says option 2 is one consumers are not going to like based on the visceral reaction to PlayStation's plan. To keep the prices down, PlayStation Xbox will need to aggressively make up the cost somewhere else. And they suggested doing that by pushing their digital content strategies even harder. Yeah. I mean, I see where you're coming from. Option number 3 is that the one that makes the most sense of the gaming world, much like Nintendo has done with Wii and the Switch, PlayStation Xbox can offer innovation rather than graphical improvements, like Death Stranding 2 and Forza Horizon 6. If you need your games to look better than that, then it says then your unrealistic demands make you part of a problem.
I mean, kinda, yeah.
I hear what they're saying. There's not going to be a PS5 Pro 2. Even with an all-digital future coming, it's not going to keep the console cost down. The PS6 and Project Helix are either going to come in 28 or 29. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And everywhere you look, what are people saying? What's the cost going to be? Everywhere you look, at least $1,000. To add to that, son, Sony CEO Hiroki Totoki, he had an article in the Wall Street Journal where he said they haven't decided on the cost of the PS6 yet. They hadn't decided on the release date of the PS6. Like I said, yeah, are they willing to lose a lot of money? Because as it stands right now, and they're probably looking at it like it'll die down, right? Everything will die down. It'll be okay. Let people be mad. Look, if y'all don't see now, people are serious about this. They're probably not going to change their mind. The only thing that'll change their mind is bridging that gap between physical and digital. Other than that, they're not going to change their mind. He said, we would like to really observe and follow the situation. Looking at the current circumstances, the memory price is also expected to be very high in FY27. We must think carefully what we do. I get it. Go ahead, son.
It's kind of too little too late. Like, you think carefully what you must do. Okay, how does that help us?
In all honesty, it doesn't. It doesn't. Because while you're saying that, at the same time, y'all are getting millions of dollars from tariffs refund. Yeah. While you are raising prices on consoles, subscriptions, all this, we must think carefully what we will do. I think that's just smoke, trying to blow smoke up people's butt, because nothing you can do is going to have this console under $1,000. I mean, there is something you can do, but at the end of the day, this console is going to be $1,000 or over. Same with Xbox, same with Project Helix. Because he said it himself, memory price is expected to be very high in 2027. We know this. And I'm going to say still in 2028. AI's not going anywhere.
Unfortunately.
AI's not going anywhere. So it's still going to be high in 2028. I mean, a console that will ship without supporting disc and go all in on digital, that's what we're waiting for. Well, some people waiting for, because I'm not. And they've stayed bullish. They've said, hey, this is basically what we're going to do. We're not changing our mind. This same article, it says that Sony is likely to push harder into their subscriptions and cross-generational games. And that's another thing. The PlayStation subscription, those have gone up.
Well, it hasn't gone up.
Everything. And so I just found that kind of interesting, man. I'm just wondering, are they willing to lose billions? And you would just hope that internally they're having those conversations like, wait, looking at the numbers from internationally. I mean, Japan, it's PlayStation's home, and even majority of them prefer physical, at least when it comes to certain games. Resident Evil Requiem. Germany, France, and Japan, where physical is being sold more than digital. But hey, I don't plan on supporting it. I mean, I will go the PC route, or I will stay with my PS5, because there are a bunch of games coming up, and there's a lot of games in the backlog. And that's where I'm at with it. But anyway, and while we're on that, Xbox, son, there's a leak out about that translucent Xbox that they have coming. Mm-hmm. The price leaked out, and it said that thing, the 25th anniversary, and I got this off IGN. It says that the 25th anniversary Xbox Series X leaked online, and the price is $899.99, $900 for a green see-through Xbox 25th anniversary Series X. $900 before tax. So you're going to be paying close to $1,000 after tax on that.
But no thanks.
Yeah. And I like this because there's some comments on here that just had me rolling, and some of them hit the nail on the head. The first one I saw, they said factoring in inflation, the cost over $1,000 on launch. Anyone who thinks console gaming has ever been or ever will be anything other than expensive is an idiot.
It's always been expensive, though.
Somebody said, I'm not paying $900 for what when they are launching the next Xbox the next year anyway, and they'll probably be around $650 to $700. No, it's going to be more than that, dude.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Somebody said $1,000 for almost a 7-year-old console. That's wild. Exactly. It's just cosmetics. It's nothing else. They didn't do anything else. It's just a green see-through console and controller. Okay.
Like, it's a
If I
cool
want to see what it
concept,
looks like
but-
inside out, take it apart. I'm sorry, son. What'd you say?
Like, it's a cool concept, but not worth 900.
Right. It's a very good concept, but no, it's not worth that. My goodness. No, I found that kind of funny, son. So, and real quick, the last thing we're going to talk about right here, GTA 6 got leaked. And man, it has them scrambling. It has them scrambling, trying to find the people who leaked it. Take-Two, they went to court and they're trying to see who's behind this because they've been leaking a lot, son. They've been leaking a lot.
I'm very torn on it because on one thing, sticking it to Rocksteady, way to go.
Rockstar.
I'm sorry. Rocksteady, y'all my goats. Y'all made Batman Arkham.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. Unnecessary shade. That's on me. But, yeah. I'm very torn on this because on paper it's like sticking it to Rockstar.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, though, this leaker isn't doing it for us. Like, they're just trying to get, like, money.
Yeah.
They're just trying to enhance their little cryptocurrency thing that they have.
Yeah, they made it seem like they're doing it for us because they posted on last week. They posted a message that says no physical disc, then more leaks. And then IGN reported that one. They were saying that Rockstar needs to reverse their decision to make GTA 6 digital only because they actually confirmed that there won't be a physical disc.
Just the box with the code.
Just the box with the code. Take-Two, who's the parent company of Rockstar, they went to court and they filed a petition asking the court to issue a subpoena to Microsoft and Discord for information about GTA leakers. And man, they want data from Discord servers and from a repository hosted by GitHub, which is owned by Microsoft.
Goodness.
And they trying to do that to identify the individuals posting the
So
copyright.
they want all of our information.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Discord, GitHub, everything.
Yeah. It said in that core filing, they list the account names of multiple Discord users. It included a bevy of data that could identify them, like message log, IP access log, email addresses, phone numbers, connected account, Google, Xbox, metadata. They wanted it all. Because, I mean, let's think about it. They could lose money off this, but they're not going to lose any money, man. This game is going to do bonkers numbers. I've seen so many people that say just because it's leaked, I'm still going to buy it. They say they're still going to purchase it. So it's not stopping anything. It's just giving people an early look at it. Now, the ones who probably be mad about it is Netflix because they had a Netflix thing coming. And so people might not tune into that because they've seen leaks.
I keep forgetting about that thing.
They have that coming. So people might not tune into that. So Netflix might be a little upset about that. But hey, it be like that though, man. All right, son. Well, we're going to close this segment out. Anything you got to add?
No, nothing.
All right.
Well, actually, that's a lie. That's a lie.
No. Go ahead.
It's like, with the, back to the leaker.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I saw that he had a dead switch. He has a dead switch.
Oh, okay.
And if he doesn't get a certain amount of money from either Rockstar or the fans,
Mm-hmm.
then he's just straight up leaking the whole entire game. Like, releasing the game straight up.
Oh.
And it's like, to a certain extent, I get it, man. Money. Everybody wants more of it. But, like, with everything going on right now,
Mm-hmm.
what about the people that, like, already pre-ordered it? Like, granted, like, it's not that I feel bad for them,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not that I don't feel bad for them, you know?
I get you. Well, I mean, they're still going to get the game.
They're still gonna get the game, but, like, Now I know everything that's gonna happen in it. Thanks.
Yeah. I mean, not everything, but there's a lot of leaks. But I get what you're saying. I mean, these things suck when they happen. They do, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna find the guy. They are definitely gonna find him.
He's been like going around and like leaving riddles and stuff. Like,
man, listen,
they are gonna catch you, bro.
Listen, and he gonna do some time.
Yeah,
and no doubt in my mind, he gonna do some time, Jack. That's for sure. But we're gonna close that part out. We're gonna close out that segment. We're gonna go a little lighthearted. We're gonna move to a fun segment, Pitch It in 60. And in this segment, we just pitch a game idea really fast and we talk about it for a quick second. So, son, pitch it.
Even though I said I'd cancel this series not too long ago, if you're gonna do something with it, give us a Hunger Games Battle Royale.
Okay.
Like, I feel like that's such an easy layup, and it's kind of shocking that they haven't done that yet.
Okay.
Like a Hunger Games Battle Royale.
Okay. A Hunger Games Battle Royale. That sounds like that could be fun.
It very well could be.
Yeah, that could be fun. So my pitch it's something like you said. I think you said it a while ago, but it's gonna be a Thundercats game. However, I wanted to cross over to He-Man. So a Masters of the Universe Thundercats game. It can be a beat 'em up. It can be an RPG. It can be whatever. I just want to see it. I don't think there's ever been a Thundercats game. Don't quote me on that because I could be wrong. But a Thundercats He-Man crossover game. Oh, man. It'd be even cooler if it was a beat 'em up. Just a beat 'em up. I know they have a He-Man beat 'em up coming. But a Thundercats He-Man crossover game, beat 'em up, roguelike, whatever. I'm with that. I am there for that. I would love for that to happen. But we're going to move on, son. We're going to move to our hot take arena. Ooh. And in this segment, we just do a hot take. It might make people upset. It might not, but that's why it's a hot take. So I'll get us started on this one, son. My hot take, and this may, I don't know. It may make some Marvel people mad. I think the DCU, and give me, I'm gonna say about 3 years, they will overtake Marvel. The DCU will overtake Marvel Studios as far as like catching them in movies and everything. Marvel on top right now, but I think DC is coming with the success of Lantern, Superman, the Batman Part 2 coming in 38 years or whatever is coming out in 2028. But I think the DCU with James Gunn and Peter Safran at the helm, give them about 2 years. I think they will overtake Marvel. That is my hot take, because I think you talked about it like last week, how it's doing is beating. Only thing Marvel is beating DC in is movies and probably video games, because Wolverine, let's be honest, Wolverine is, boy, whew. Yeah, Wolverine, man. But yeah, that's my hot take, son.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not sure about it, but I'm not mad at it.
That's why it's a hot take, man.
As for my hot takes, I don't know. Well, I got one. And maybe it's not a hot take. Because I don't really interact with either community much, but I think for most of the time that they've been around, the Ninja Turtles have been consistently better than Power Rangers.
Yes, I agree with that. In all phases. What are we talking about? Movies, video games, comics. Yeah, I agree with that. 100%. And the key word that you said, consistently. They've consistently been whooping you know what. But yeah, I agree with that, son. All right. Anything else to add in there?
No, not for this.
All right. So let's move on. We're going to move to our controller check. And this is our segment where we talk about what we've been playing, watching, or reading. Son, what have you been playing, watching, or reading?
Recently I picked back up on like mobile gaming. This Dragon Ball game called Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle.
Okay, yeah, Dokkan Battle.
Like, it's been out for like over 10 years, so probably heard about it, but like for a long time I stopped playing and just recently getting back into it. Like, I can see why I stopped playing it for a little bit, but it's starting to get me back into it. Like,
okay, I got you.
And there's a celebration for it coming up soon, so
okay,
I'm hoping we get good pulls on that.
All right, I got you. Sounds good. So mine is, I finished the second chapter in Last Ronin. I mean, I went back and started back over reading Last Ronin because I want to say I got like a quarter or maybe a little over a quarter through it. And then I stopped reading it for a while and I forgot like what was going on and I just started over. So I'm like on chapter 2. Now I think I finished chapter 2. So that's what I've been reading. All right. I plan on watching Lanterns. So yeah. But all right, that'll close that out. And also you guys can let us know what you've been reading, watching, or playing. Okay. Let us know in the comments. All right. Now, you know what? Let's do this. Still on the controller check. Since we're in the pretty much the end of August, we know September and October and November this fall there are some highly anticipated games coming out. What game are you looking forward to that's releasing in September, October, November?
There's a lot. 'Cause
exactly.
Obviously, Wolverine next month, getting that day one.
Yeah.
There's Phantom Blade Zero.
Yes, and that's why I said that because it's, man, you have
and
choice.
Even going into next year, there's a good amount of games coming out next year.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't the new what is it? Not Evil Within.
Silent Hill?
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Silent Hill. Doesn't that one come out this year too?
You mean the one with the black guy, but it's first person so you can't see him? Yeah, that one. Uh-huh.
I think you can actually switch between first person and third person.
I would hope so, kind of like Resident Evil.
Because I think they did that in the last game.
I don't know about that. Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to Wolverine. I'm just looking forward to Wolverine, man. And then Phantom Blade would be second. But yeah, Wolverine is like one. I'm really not looking forward to GTA 6 because I don't play the GTAs. But I'm looking forward to Wolverine for sure. That's my number one right there. All right. We'll close out that. Now, we're going to move on to our last segment, Continue or Cancel. In this segment, we just pick one franchise, whether it's a movie, game, or comics, that we would continue and one that we would cancel. So, son, let me hear what you will continue.
Continue? All right, I got two. You're going to like one of them. I will continue one, Metal Slug.
Yes.
And
yes,
two,
yes.
Metal Gear.
Oh, man, come on.
Did you know that there hasn't been a Metal Gear game since 2018?
2018.
Like, not counting remakes and stuff.
Yeah.
Excluding remakes, there hasn't been like an original mainline Metal Gear game since 2018.
What you say? That is crazy. I mean, that franchise there is phenomenal, and maybe it's because Hideo Kojima is busy. I don't know. I don't even know if he was he involved in the last one, Phantom Pain. I don't know. I think he was. But yeah, I definitely agree. We need another Metal Gear game. I don't think there's been one this generation. For this generation of consoles.
No, there hasn't.
Yeah. Wow.
It's like weird because like look at Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy is releasing remakes and new games.
Absolutely.
Like Final Fantasy 16 and the new Final Fantasy what is it? Like 7 Reborn?
Something like that. It's one of the 7 something.
Which excited for that.
Absolutely. Excited for that. I think that releases in 2027 as well.
Revelation.
Okay, yeah. That released in 2027 as well. Okay, yeah, those were some good ones, son. Wow, those were some good ones. Man, all right. So my continue would be, I would continue the Ninja Turtles beat 'em up, the Shredder's Revenge. I'll make a part 2 of that. I definitely make a part 2 of that because that game was amazing. Yeah, I love little beat 'em up games. So I will continue that franchise. I will add on to that and have a couple different bosses or something, switch it up or something. But yeah, I would definitely continue Shredder's Revenge. I make it something. Shredder's Revenge. I don't know. Come up with something. But yeah, all right. So what would your counsel be?
I think we're going to have to go ahead and cancel the Forza series, honestly, truthfully.
Oh, wow. Forza. Okay.
Like, I think there's only so much you can do with a racing game. And
that is true.
They've done it all.
Yeah, that is true. Okay. So for me, I'm going to make people mad with this. Well, let's see where this goes. GTA. After GTA 6, I mean, what else is there to do? I'm pretty sure people think of something, but
I think a reason why I've never gotten really into the GTA series is they all seem to kind of be the same.
Same storyline and stuff. Yeah. And that's why I say...
there's hardly ever any, innovation within, because how much different can you make pretty much real life crime simulator?
Right.
It's good for funny moments and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like hanging out with friends, just doing stuff. It's good for that. But as a game, for you to complete by yourself, I don't think there's just much you can do to innovate.
Right.
That was the problem with Call of Duty and stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying. Those games, they're just running into a brick wall now. It's kind of okay, what do you got? Yeah, give me something different. So that's why I said it.
You know a game that's been running for far longer than both of those, yet still somehow manages to innovate?
I'm interested to hear this.
Pokémon.
Oh, yeah.
I get there's the difference between Call of Duty and GTA and Pokemon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, 2 are set in a semi-realistic world, and 1 is set in a completely fantastical world. So obviously, there's more limitations set on those 2, but
yeah,
you can still get creative with stuff. You can still find a way to have innovation.
You can. I agree. But that's why I said cancel. I'm done. I am done. GTA 6, see you later. All right, son. Excellent. All right, we're going to go ahead and close this episode out. That was fun. That was fun talking about all these different things, next gen and everything like that. So if you're new here, you guys can leave us a comment. Follow the show. We're available on everywhere you get your podcasts. Rate us 5 stars on Spotify. If you're listening to it on YouTube, go ahead and drop a comment. Let us know what you think. And leave us a comment and tell us what you've been playing, watching, or reading. You can follow the show also on all socials. Panel the Player on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, and YouTube. So with that in mind, we're going to close out. And just a sneak preview of next week. Gamescom is this week. So we'll recap that and we'll talk about that on the next episode. And I'll also let you guys know what I think about Lantern. So I'm going to watch those first 2 episodes. So with that in mind, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Son, you got anything to say? Anything to add?
Nothing at all. But besides that, from the panel
to the player, the adventure continues. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next week.